my voice.
Same here.
Good luck and have fun to you, my good foe.
You too. And for anyone just joining us, I am Jake. You'll probably know me from the Making Luck podcast, and maybe you've seen some of my videos on Adam Horton's YouTube channel. I am joined today by Arishipshape, and I'm sure this is going to be on his channel as well. So if you are watching from our channel, make sure you go and check out his, and vice versa. And we're going to be doing a little bit of Dominion using the recommended sets from Renaissance, working our way backwards in chronological order.
Correct. And I am Arishipshape, also usually known as the Tactician, but last video, if you guys saw that, you know what happened. And everything that Jake said is correct. Hooray. Let us begin this game. So, would you like to begin the commentary or me?
Sorry, what's that?
Would you like to begin the commentary or shall I?
Oh, whichever. So whatever I'm doing, I'm just looking over the kingdom, what we have right now. I am trying to plot out my initial game plan. I think getting an early Old Witch is going to be pretty important.
Absolutely.
So I'm thinking I might open Monastery Exploration. That seems best to me because a little bit of trashing and exploration helps me hit 5.
Absolutely. Unfortunately for you, I have the 5-2 opening on a witch board.
Yeah, I'm not super worried about it though because it's not... I mean, there's other trashing options, and hitting 5 early is great, but the Old Witch isn't as damning as Medium Witch. Because I can get rid of those curses. So, let's see.
3 cards opening and cursing, nothing to scoff at.
Yeah. Monastery is better than usual here because of Experiment. So I'm gonna open with the Monastery.
I actually found that combo earlier. It was really fun.
It's pretty good. I'm actually questioning if I want to trash Estates. I could maybe go for like
faster?
I could go for the like Shepherd draw deck. I'm wondering if that's good.
I never liked Shepherd. He never worked out for me. I never draw him with my victory cards.
Yeah, it can be pretty good, but okay. Well, good thing I bought the Exploration because this happened. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, that's a pretty good turn. Don't have Monastery. Got some, I'm not going to call it bad luck, just regular luck. I guess I don't really want to buy an Experiment because I'm about to buy an Experiment. Don't want to buy a Monastery because I already have one. I guess that just leaves Silver. Silver Snatch. That's what it's an alliteration. Viewers might sound really awkward because I've never done this with another person before. Usually I just get to monologue and never have to worry about being quiet for anyone else, so...
You're fine. I usually actually record my... Seprix thinks this is the coaching. It's not. Oh, well, I mean, so it's... this is kind of just... This is the whatever series. I do coaching videos, but this is not what we're doing right now. So if I buy an Experiment now, I can get an Imp, and that's what I want.
I really like Imp. He usually works out for me, especially with a variety of actions. So, enjoy your first curse, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, 5 coin turn. I probably don't want to go for a double Old Witch. Spices could be nice. Those coin tokens are very nice, and I don't really want terminals. I'd ask you what you recommend, but that'd be kind of unfair. I'm just gonna take the spices.
Sure.
Get some more coin tokens. Once I get a Mountain Village in my deck, I'll be able to eat some more terminals. So hopefully I can buy those soon.
And at this point...
What's your opinion on the... Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna go ahead and take a skulk because I want the gold and the plus buy in the deck anyway. I've got the villager, so I'm protected a little bit from terminal collision, and most importantly, it helps me thin an extra copper this turn. So, what you were saying?
But what's your opinion on the research card?
I think it's a decent trasher. So when I say decent, I mean it's a trasher. It's not very good as a trasher, but it has the word trash on it, so immediately it's better than most other cards. Um,
Correct.
Hitting it, but it's something you often want to open with. But man, if you don't line it up with an estate in the first shuffle, you are really, really sad. It's just a horrible situation when that happens for you, or doesn't rather. Um, so at this point, I'll take the Mountain Village and thin one copper because I would like to thin another card, but the Mountain Village is the card I actually need for my deck.
Good points. Good points. Oh, come on! Every time my second Old Witch play, my foe always has his curse in hand.
Yeah,
It's quite frustrating.
yeah. I mean, so RTT when he was when he was reacting to the preview of Old Witch made this comment. He said that and I really liked it. The more I thought about it, the curses from the Old Witch are kind of akin, less like junking, like Medium Witch would give you, and more like your minus card token, because like you assume that the opponent is eventually
Ooh.
going to trash them, but the but they do have to draw them in the meantime. So. Let's see. I'm okay with
That
this
is a
stuff
really good
missing
point, comparing it more to the
shuffle.
minus card token. Uh, Remind me if there's
Right.
any cards besides Relic that. Oh, come on. Remind me if there's any cards besides Relic that deal out the -1 card token. I can't remember.
I think it's just raid. Raid does it.
Oh, wait, the events, landmarks. Can't remember them all. I can remember every other card, but I
Yeah.
can't remember all the
Well,
card-shaped objects.
you can willingly take it yourself with borrow. Let's see.
Ah, yes, borrow.
So now,
Yes, I can say I've memorized every card because events are not cards.
all right. So I'm incentivized
The
here to get
5
more than
coin.
one card. Um, You are a little behind on thinning, so you're kind of weak to junking, and I would like to poke at that sore spot. So let's do that. And I'm going to need another village, and let's trash this curse and this estate.
I never liked Devil's Workshop. Whenever he's in the game, I can't buy him because I don't get the right amount of coin. It's not really his fault, but you know. Hooray for Mountain Village getting all the Mountain Villages in the deck. That is always fun.
Yeah, man. Look at all the actions. If you have Diadem, you're set.
Yep.
I actually did have a game the other day
All right.
where, like, everyone was joking about this happening when villagers were spoiled, but it actually happened to me the other day where I won a game because I took Diadem with Tournament and I had a big stack of villagers and I was able to turn them into money with Diadem. It was a
Yep.
really weird situation, and I mean, like, so that was the kind of situation where, like, I was so ahead I was gonna win no matter what I did. Um,
Nice.
but it was
Convert
just funny.
villagers to coin tokens.
Yeah, OP. All
Oh, I gotta
right.
discard a competent card. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Darn, I've got so many competent cards. Let's see. The people that are seeing on my screen probably see my hand, so you see that I kind of want to play the Old Witch, I kind of want to trash the Copper, and I kind of want to play the Silver. And all of them, so all of them would serve a purpose in this. Actually, it just occurred to me. I've got an estate I can trash to that monastery. Probably not going to discard more than one card. I will just discard the Copper. There we go.
All right. Normally, I'm a
Turn.
huge critic of the autoplay all treasures button. This time, I didn't really see the reason to holding coppers back because monastery can trash from play. So let's
Me
see.
too.
Huh?
I had to do like 4 times last game because I kept auto playing treasures and then realizing I needed to keep one of my special treasures.
Yeah, I know, right? All right. So I think I
That
want
habit.
to. I'm gonna probably clear myself out um, of coppers this turn. And eventually, I'll
Congrats.
probably want to trash the pasture because I think I don't care about Shepherd. So let's see. I could take Skulk and Experiments, and the Experiments will protect me a little bit from a dud next turn. If I take the Skulk now, I'm adding 2 stop cards to the deck, and I'm not drawing a whole bunch already. But if I put the Experiments
True.
in, then I will be between that and thinning the coppers, and getting another Imp this turn. I should be fine.
Yeah,
Unless...
your deck should be able to eat another Skulk.
Yeah. So let's get rid of these coppers. Well, wait, so that means if I get rid of the coppers, then I'll have $8. Then I'll be econ neutral for this turn, so I'll have 7 again. I'd kind of like to have 8 instead of 7, so let's keep 1 copper.
Alright, now I'm not going to play this Old Witch in my hand because I'm going to draw all my actions if I have any experience, if I have any knowledge of my past, and I've got too many chunk cards, as my foe pointed out, and he's going to be skulking me, probably going to dealing me the occasional curse, so I'm simply not going to play it, and I'll buy another Monastery, dealing with a lot of that, and trashing one of my estates. Now, double Monastery, probably not the best, but it's all I can do. I kind of have... Oh, Imp and Experiment! Oh, no! It didn't occur to me!
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
boy.
it's cute. I don't think it's like worth playing around, but it's a cute little interaction. But that's what these recommended sets are for. It's like, hey, did you know X works with Y? Okay,
Correct.
so
Oh, that curse just shut down my mountain village. Congrats.
yeah, that's I think Mountain Village is super overrated right now. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a very good card because it's a village, but like
Correct.
it's not one of the more powerful villages. It's decent, but like that extra little effect it does, there are so many times when you'd rather it just be +1 card like vanilla villages.
True.
Oh, and I trashed your curse with Locust. You're welcome.
I'm so miserable now.
And at this point, I'm thinking about taking a tragic hero, but
Tragic. So sad. All the sadness this game. Misery. Tragic heroes.
okay, if I take Spice's Experiment, then I should be able to get 3 fivers next turn. Yeah, that seems good.
Fiver. That's a great name for him.
Yeah. Actually, I could maybe get greedy and take Spice's Silver. Let's do that. Let's get a little greedy. I might
imagine with those imps, and you should be able to still have enough
Yeah.
draw to get through your deck.
Yeah,
Should be good.
that's why I'm doing this. It's like it lets me trash the copper, and I'm getting another imp this turn. So unless I get fairly unlucky, I should be able to draw everything. And I mean, it could
Correct.
happen, but
Oh, no.
I'm not super worried about it. Do I still have this
3
one village?
monasteries.
I questioned myself getting this exploration on turn 2. I mean, it did help me hit 5 like I was expecting, but I could have maybe put experiments in the deck instead for that purpose. And
Did I buy 3 monasteries? What happened? I could have sworn I only had like 1.
Did you? No, it wasn't the locust.
Oh, yeah, perhaps you... I don't have any Devil's Workshop, so
No, it
it couldn't
wasn't.
have Locust down to Monastery.
Yeah, weird.
Agreed. Alright, my deck needs some economy, and I'm about to trash really good, so I will take a Skulk. And then I've gained a card. I've got 3 monasteries. I'll be trashing all the bad stuff, but I did not expect to have all 3.
You could
By all
also
3, I mean,
trash one of those
I don't know why I
monasteries if
have
you
3.
decide you don't want it.
And now Monastery's dead, and let's do this. There we go. My deck's starting to come together now. Gotten a lot of trashing off that last turn, but your deck came together faster, so I imagine you were going to achieve the victory. Well played, my foe.
Thank you. Well, I got the dud that I was talking about, so let's see what I'm going to do about that. Probably take Tragic Hero Spices. I like Tragic Hero Spices.
I thought I'd be more talkative. Sorry if I'm not filling in the silence enough.
Oh no, you are fine. That'll get me an
Thank
imp.
you.
And then I'll play this monastery, do nothing with it.
One turn I had the curse, no old witch from you.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I shall. Oh, finally, you didn't have the curse to trash. That felt good. Alright. My deck shall activate, and I have finally...
I don't have a curse in my deck.
My Tragic Hero died. Oh, you don't even have a curse. That explains it.
Yeah, so...
Bad Omens doesn't affect you. Hooray. Boom, 10 coin. That feels good. Now, if I can be super smart about this, I could just luck out if you somehow. I don't know what could happen. I'm probably going to lose, but I shall continue fighting hard to the end. So I've got 10 coin. Probably going to want 2 fivers. I've already lost a tragic hero, so I might want to replenish my tragic heroes. I thought I'd say something better there. And then perhaps another mountain village to keep it all together. I don't know. What do you recommend?
Well, so a mountain village is fine. I kind of like the spices as well. Let's see, what does your deck look like? You
Terrible.
don't have a D work, so you don't have any imps. Let's see. So tragic hero, and you also don't have exploration, so you don't have the villager cushion.
I have exploration.
Oh, you do have exploration. Sorry. Oh, also the exploration
Yes.
doesn't. I was sorry. I meant you don't have a villager right now.
Oh yeah,
Um.
I don't have any villager tokens.
So you could. I think that
I always like my
what.
YouTube video. Sorry,
So I think what you need to do is. So okay, wait. What's in your hand right now?
2 monasteries and a curse. So
Oh.
all my bad cards are gonna die this turn.
Okay. So in that case, it's a little sad, but I think you need to buy the mountain village. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm forced to agree.
That or you just don't play a. Okay, that's fine. So like you could have also gotten maybe a spices or something. Spices probably would have been fun. Actually, I kind of advocate. Yeah, in retrospect, I think the spices would have been better. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I'm not drawing any of my plus cards, so maybe the mountain village was better. Cheer, but
Okay,
no. Thanks for the curse.
you got
Yeah,
it,
there
man.
goes my turn.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, yeah. See, Mountain Village is not strictly better than Village. I mean, nobody was saying
Absolutely.
strictly better, but like, man, I think people are overestimating that card in general right now.
I suspect
Um,
the overestimation comes from the great fun of drawing all your mountain villages from one mountain village, and admittedly, that's really fun and good. But oh, got to top deck something. Let's see. Actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm top decking a mountain village because I'm only gonna draw a curse with it this turn, and I'd like to have the plus actions next turn, and I don't have any plus cards here, so I'm not even gonna need the mountain village. That's why I top decked it. Anyone who might be watching my screen.
okay, I want to go. So okay, I have two choices here. I could A, keep building and get to a bigger econ advantage, but that also leads me to more duds. Or I can start greening right now, and as soon as I start greening, putting a shepherd in the deck becomes a good idea. So I think I would rather just leave it less to chance and just start
Absolutely
greening right now. So I think province seems fine. And then
perfect.
next turn, I'm gonna try to go for like province shepherd, and then that's what I like. So let's go province, and we will play our monastery at this point to trash a curse. I don't need the skulk anymore. I would rather just not have the stop card than keep hexing you. And do I play the Devil's Workshop? How many more imps do I actually want? Do I want more imps? Well, I
Unless you're
do.
gonna get a few more experiments, I'd say you're all imped out. Sorry to interrupt.
No, no, you are fine. I could take more. So I could put another imp in the deck, and that would let me play shepherds and experiments. But I'm not going to have any of those, so there's no reason to have the imp right now, unless I'm worried about duds, which I am. I'm really light on villages. I have two villages in the
While you're
deck.
pondering that, have you ever heard the story of the bottle imp?
Yeah, yeah. Robert Louis Stevenson.
Yeah, I like that story. Oh,
Yeah,
there's your first
it's a
junk
great
card
one.
in a while. Bet you haven't seen bad
Yeah,
cards in a while.
yeah. Actually, that might even be helpful econ, depending on how my draw goes next turn. I'll probably trash it with. Oh no, yeah. Actually, with Monastery, it might be super helpful econ because it'll be an extra dollar. Um, and this was a full stop card hand. I don't really care. I'm just gonna get a province.
Oh, mountain village, regular village would be so much better right about now. You're completely right about your. Mountain Village assessment.
I mean, like, so here's the thing. A Mountain Village, the dream is that you have this super important card in your deck that you are getting to play multiple. Ooh, you envied me. That hurts. That's funny.
Oh, yay!
Um,
This is the first time. Sorry to interrupt, but this is the first time I've ever gotten envy. It's so good. It's like the best in any engine game. It's the best hex. I've only ever gotten hit with it myself. I've never hit my foe. This
uh,
feels good.
well, Delusion can be just as bad, but yeah, I see. To your point, yeah, definitely. Let's count how many dollars that cost me this turn. I do have spices, so it shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, so like the situation where you are getting to play an important card more than twice per shuffle because of Mountain Village, that implies that your deck is kind of bad. Like, I mean,
Correct.
that implies that like you're not drawing your deck. So I don't know. I mean, maybe
I
I'm
smell a
wrong.
counting house combo.
Okay. Yep. Yep. And let's do. Okay. So this
See,
is gonna
let's try to
be.
brainstorm a new combos. So we got Mountain Village, we got Counting House, and that's it. Never mind, there's no
Hey,
combo. Sorry.
Delusion. No, you're fine. Okay.
And now I'm deluded.
Okay, so yeah, it cost me $4 this turn because I got Delusion. And I think what I'll do is get to 8 and just buy the one province because then my Devil's Workshop can gain a card I actually want. And that card is going to be either Shepherd or Mountain Village. And I think it's going to be Shepherd because Shepherd helps my
Absolutely separate.
imps be non-terminal, which is kind of the goal of the Mountain Village anyway.
Absolutely.
And let's get rid of this copper. And, ooh, I could trash a province. Let's not do that.
I didn't give you more of a run for your money this game.
No, you're good, man.
All right, do I Old Witch or Tragic Hero? Do you have a curse or not? You probably don't have a curse, and I don't need the plus buy.
I don't
Yeah, you
think I
didn't have
have
a curse.
I don't have a curse in the deck.
Of course, that's
Do
why.
I? I don't
Ooh,
think
I get to
so.
gain a treasure. Free gold.
My silver's gone. It's fine. It's not the end of the world.
Hooray, I got the crack 8 coin. That felt good.
Okay. And at this point, with my turn, I leave this in God's hands. Let's cross my fingers, and didn't work out.
Aw, and
Okay,
my hand's
so
terrible too.
I can play Old Witch and try to draw more money, but there's a bunch of actions, or I can just hex you. Let's do the hex. So let's just take this province.
That's one pile empty.
Yeah.
So I've been super wary of piles.
Oh, that's a good habit to have. This is interesting. This is an interesting dilemma here. Probably discard Shepherd Pasture. Yeah.
All right, since I won't have you after this video, I imagine, would you like to do my analysis for me? What do you think I could have done better this game?
Okay, so first off, I think Devil's Workshop is something you want to put in the deck pretty early here because you opened with the Monastery, right? Okay, so you open with the
Yes.
Monastery. Yeah. I think that on the second shuffle, you probably want to get a Devil's Workshop because it's kind of doing a lot of the things that you want to do. You're gaining multi-cards here with Skulk and Experiment, so you're getting imps off your Devil's Workshop really quickly, so it kind of transitions from payload to deck control really fast and just helps you scale up and get your deck really where it wants to be that much
I see.
faster. But that's not so much of a strategic mistake, that's just something, the Devil's Workshop is kind of just an accelerant at that point. Other than that, so you opened 5-2 and you took the Old Witch. That is probably what I would have done as well. I don't think 5-2 is actually that great to have here, so you might have gotten a little unlucky with your open. I don't think you actually want a 5-2, because like you can deal with the junk
Oh.
pretty easily, and it's a lot of the cards you want a lot of in this game cost 3 and 4, and the ones you want early do. So other than that, I think your Tragic Hero may have been a tad early,
Huh?
because you can certainly you kind of on this board. I think you only buy the Tragic Hero when you want to turn it into a treasure. So
Ah.
there were a couple of times because, like, the Old Witch can draw 2, and The plus buy
Correct.
can be coming from Skulk. So the Tragic Hero may have been a
Correct.
tad early, but other than that, it's just kind of little things.
Correct.
All right, let's see. So, what am I taking into hand? Probably the Old Witch. Or do I take the Imp into hand? Let's
Yeah,
take the Old
discard attacks
Witch.
turn Mountain Village into Necropolis, doesn't it?
Junking attacks do, for
It,
sure.
if you're on a fresh discard, that is.
Yeah. And see, here's that curse becoming the minus card token instead of a junking attack, because now you get to
Correct.
trash it.
Thanks for
Oh,
the
sweet.
advice. I agree the not buying a Devil's Workshop was a very bad move, but I've never
Uh,
quite understood Devil's Workshop. That's not the game's fault. That's my fault for
well,
not like reading the strategy article on it.
I mean, here's the thing. It's at the very least, it's a non-terminal workshop. It's a workshop that you don't have to spend an action to play. So even if you can't gain, so it's great here because you can gain imps with it, right? But even if you couldn't,
Correct.
like, this is interesting.
Pretty good if you've got good 4 coins to gain with it, and in this game you do.
I caused a really bad shuffle, but that I think there's another mountain village in these cards, unless I only have 2 mountain villages. No, I think I have a third one. Do I? I think I'd probably just take a duchy and put the nail in your coffin.
Oh, as if the nail wasn't in like 5 turns ago.
Well, right. I mean, like, if I keep scoring, there's no way you can catch up. But
Of course, I gave up on catching up like 5 turns ago. I'm just trying to analyze my failures so that my viewers don't make the same mistakes. It was
being
oh I
critical of your own play is definitely a very important skill in Dominion and
yes.
just developing in general. Oh, sweet! Curse trashing.
You're welcome. All right, sorry about the long turn.
Oh, you're
Probably
fine.
going to amount to nothing, seeing as you've got me envious. Let's see, money, 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 and
Uh,
stuff. We got 6 coin. Still can't crack A to finish the game,
so
even with the coffers.
I do want to point out that
Uh,
shuffle you just caused from war was way more devastating than the card you trashed. That was interesting because I was about to draw a mountain village and kick off the turn that way, but
eh,
oh well. Oh yeah, that
I'll
cost you a
glance
lot
over
of
your side
money.
of the video.
What?
Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Monastery, a monastery.
All right.
Woohoo! I got 3 golds. So
Oh man.
if you somehow don't buy the last province, I'll end the game.
Well, I did not get there, which is funny. Um,
All right, good game to you. You played far
GG.
better than me because Devil's Workshop, and well played. Let's see, are there any other
You
ending
well
stuff? I'm
played
not
to
very good
you
at
as
endings.
well. It's good. So, like,
Thank
here's
you.
the thing: we can certainly analyze these, but and we should, but it's a lot easier in retrospect when we like come back to the game after. I mean, obviously for the video, we want to give as much analysis as we can. But I'm
Of course.
sure that
That's why I put my. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sure that when we go back and watch these in the comments, we can certainly leave a little bit more competent analysis. At least I can.
Me too.
And
That's why I put the analysis of the game in the next video, so that I always have some time to mull it over.
yeah, hopefully we can. I'm sure usually in my experience, some of the best comments come from some of the people who watch the videos and comment on them because they see things that I wouldn't have seen just because of my biases as a player.
Correct.
All right, so I suppose we're just going to be setting up the next kingdom. This one's
I'm
going to
doing that
be...
now. It's almost ready.
All right.
So we got. Oh wait, did I? The Sculptor City Quarter Farmers Market Groundskeeper. I never used Groundskeeper. I bet you're gonna buy it and just win or something because that happened that happened last game with Devil's Workshop.
Oh, Groundskeeper's a fantastic card. I actually wrote an article on Groundskeeper
Really?
recently. Yeah, it's on the Dominion Strategy Wiki,
Oh,
which...
I'm honored to meet someone who wrote something for the strategy wiki. I've never done something so great.
oh, it's not. You can... you should... I think anybody can contribute. Not
All
the
right,
wiki. I'm
I got
talking
the
about the
game ready.
blog, not the wiki.
The wiki itself.
Yeah, I mean, actually, definitely anybody can edit the wiki. But
I mean, anyone worthy enough to have the strategy that they have. I would spend hours just looking at the wiki. I'm not very good for conversation today. Again, sorry.
oh no, dude, you're totally fine. This is definitely more lively conversation than we usually get from YouTube videos about Dominion.
Absolutely. I see we've got cargo ship this game. I love cargo ship. I can't remember a
Ooh.
game I've lost with cargo ship in it. You ready?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites too.
Yeah, I feel like it belongs in Seaside. I mean, it's a ship, it's a duration, it's good. Three things
Right.
Seaside is famous for.
Okay, what are we looking at here? So obviously Groundskeeper draws the eye just because it kind of always does whenever you can play a lot of them, and you certainly can here. Um,
I always liked Sculptor.
huh? Yeah, Sculptor's fantastic. The opening to me seems pretty clearly Sewer Priest. And on a
I concur.
5/2, it's probably Sculptor nothing and be sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got 23 this time, so priest
Okay.
for me. I love trash. I wonder,
Yes.
priest versus sacrifice. I've never seen them in. Sorry to interrupt. I've never seen them in conjunction. Priest is probably superior, to be honest, because you
Oh,
get the
totally.
extra coin from other trashing. But sacrifice gets you the VP tokens instead of the money, which I guess later on is better, but early on is worse. Hmm.
Those VP tokens don't matter until the end of the game, and Priest is giving you more
Right.
money when you trash the cards. Like, Sacrifice trashes money
Oh,
from your hand and gives you less money. Priest trashes anything from your hand and gives you more money. What that adds up to is that with Priest you're hitting 5, with Sacrifice you're not. It seems like a pretty clear call to me. Um,
true.
so...
All right. This whole coin turn, I can tell this is going to decide the game for me if I make the right choice here. So let's see. Don't need a sacrifice. I already got great trashing. I already got a priest. We remember how Mountain Village worked out for me last game, but I don't really want it to send down to 3 coins so fast. Around what Farmers Market does. There we go. That's pretty good, but it builds up slowly. I'm thinking perhaps a Mountain Village, then invest in a cargo ship next turn if I don't crack 5 coin, and then a sculptor if I do. So either way, I've got the actions to cover it. Hmm.
I
Yeah, I
think
think that's what
that
I'm gonna do.
I think the like cute little gotcha in this board is supposed to be like you trash farmers market and you get extra money from priest. I mean, I think that's dumb,
Uh,
but like you could do it.
I never
Um,
use priest extra money. Tim is just 2 coin, trash a card, and that's still really good.
oh yeah, that's fantastic. I have gotten I games are really weird when you I'm getting a second priest. Games are really weird when you do get to use priest's second ability, but that's certainly not necessary to make the card good.
You use
And
priest second ability. It can get explosively good if you've got like 3 priests on a giant awesome engine board, but that hasn't happened for me yet. 4 coin again. I've got 1+ actions. I've got a sculptor and I've got a priest. I should be smart about this. I'm thinking maybe an experiment to get me around through my deck to my priest faster, to trash even faster, and of course get the 2 coin faster and sculptor faster. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
sounds solid to me.
All right, so my deck consisted of 6 cards. One was a mountain village, one was a priest, one was a sculptor. I draw a priest, sculptor, and 3 copper, and the mountain village is at the very bottom.
That is unfortunate. Let's see. So, okay, I could trash an extra copper at this point, but I don't have a sculptor yet because I haven't hit 5. So, do I forego trashing this copper just to hit 5 a little faster? I think I do. What's coming up? Coming up in hand is priest, estate, and 4 coppers. So if I don't think I can hit 5 if I this shuffle if I trash the copper now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the sculptor.
So I would really like to start sculpting. I'd really
In
like to
other
keep priesting.
news,
I'm gonna sculptor a silver to give me the action token to play the priest and get rid of 2 coppers.
I'm
So
an
that's pretty
idiot,
good.
and
And I still cracked 5 coin.
I can't count to 5. I would have hit 5 even if I had trashed that copper. Based on not even like based on my draws, just based on the information I gave last turn, I just didn't count to 5 correctly. So
All
that's
right.
cool.
I've got 5 coin. I don't want too many terminals because I've only got 1 mountain village. So sculptor and wild hunt a little not what I want. But groundskeeper doesn't do anything for you except VP tokens, which they're great. But I need to boost my economy at the moment. But I really don't want to dip down into 4 and 3 coin cards because I've got 5 coin. Since you so thoroughly trounced me last game, what do you recommend?
Let's see. So you have a single priest, and you
Correct.
have sculptor estate. That last card
Correct.
is your mountain village. You might consider a second sculptor at this point. I mean, so like I went with a second copy of the Trasher because I wanted to get thin fast,
Huh?
but at this point you could just say like I'm gonna get thin when I get thin,
Uh-huh.
and take a second sculptor to ramp up. Eventually, you're going to have to start doing things like gaining farmers markets off of it. There's no shortage of plus action and draw here, so
Absolutely.
you can certainly build up to this deck where you play a bunch of farmers markets and what have you. I think the groundskeeper
Correct.
split is going to be really important to who wins this game, but
Yes?
oh yeah, totally. I think that whoever
I've
gets
never seen groundskeeper empty.
Oh, games like this, it should usually should, I think. Um, is it too early for a city quarter? I
My
don't
humble
think
opinion, you've got
so.
what 3 actions?
Yeah, no, it's good for a city quarter. I'm about to
Mm,
shuffle, so I'll draw it soon. And yeah, so the thing is, like, it's gonna draw me more than $4 worth of value. I feel like so.
wow. The, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but the bottom 3 cards, 2 of them are sculptors, so I don't get to play them with the extra actions from
Oof,
Mountain Village.
that sucks. That's unfortunate. Okay.
Absolutely. So I'm considering buying another Mountain Village to hopefully draw them to be able to play all the sculptors without only sculpting silver. But 7 coin is 7 coin.
I wonder if I should
I
have
actually
waited
think I'm
until.
trashing really good. I'm trashing really good. I think I'm set to get a single gold so that I can afford those things more often. What do you think?
So the single gold is something that I would put in the deck once I'm drawing the deck.
Huh?
Um, Alright, so you have the 2 sculptors coming up, so you've got plenty of gaining ability.
Correct.
I think you probably want a city quarter at this point. Because, I mean, like, you're not super thin, so it's a bit of a risk, but you're also about to shuffle, so you have plenty of time to have that pay off for you, and your sculptors are going to be enough econ. I think the city quarter is probably as good as you're
Oh
going to
my
do.
gosh. Sorry to interrupt, but I just do 2 sculptors, priest, and I've got 3 plus actions cards all at the bottom. Ah!
Ah, darn. Well, but, I mean, you can use your sculptors to gain econ and have a villager buffer for next turn, so, like, that'll help you pay off the debt and help you buy a good card, so, like, yeah, that's, like, not what you wanted, but it's not the end of the world either. Um, at this point, I think a cargo ship is in order because I'm going to want to gain another city quarter, and I want to be able to have it in hand for next turn. And
You're absolutely right, and I'd love to
and
get a cargo ship, but I can't.
in other news, I'm an idiot. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, I
Oh, the
should have.
double priest! Oh, that's gonna be a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, that was silly of me though to gain the cargo ship to hand when it should have been a mountain village. I got super greedy and I got burned for it. What's this bottom card? Was it even a mountain village? Oh, this might have. I might have just made the losing play no matter what I did.
Really?
That might have just been. I might have just like done something stupid no matter what. Like that might have just there would have been no way to reconcile what I did. So let's see. I could. What do I want to buy at this point?
I
Um,
and probably my viewers are clearly not at your level of excellence yet. Would you care to explain your error and how to avoid it in the future?
Well, basically, my error was just not accounting for. I gained a cargo ship to hand, but I didn't have
Huh?
enough actions to play the two priests and the cargo ship that I already had in hand. The two
Ah,
priests I already had in hand, plus a new terminal. So, like the better move would have been to. So I was banking on drawing a mountain village, which I don't even remember if I have in the deck.
huh?
And what I should have done is gain a silver, because that would have been more econ, and I would have gotten to play the cargo ship. I got greedy
I
and
see.
also didn't count. So my tip would be try counting and thinking because it helps you win games. Um, which I am not doing this game apparently. So let's see. I could grab a farmer's market.
And for you
Grab
viewers, if
a
you
city
don't know how
quarter.
to count, just play with Wishing Well a couple dozen games.
Yeah, that'll certainly help you. That'll help you track your deck quite a bit. I think I get the mountain village. I'm gonna need that eventually anyway, and okay. So the last card looks like it
Man, I've got
wasn't.
so many silver. It's like that trade game I played a couple days ago.
Silver's a good card, man.
It is. All right, I don't love Groundskeeper myself, but you're making it awfully important, and you sound smart, so I'm gonna take one.
Yeah, is it too early to get groundskeepers? I don't know. It might not be. I think the split's important, so like you want to be getting them. I want to be building up my econ so I can get multiple of them a turn, but I don't know. You might be right to start getting them now. There's certainly a case to
Just
be
got my
made for
mountain
that.
village, my whole deck, and my discs. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I did not. This didn't go great, so let's do this. There's that city quarter. And we're gonna trash the second priest because I don't need it anymore. Oh man, I made another like dumb mistake just now. Oh well. Um,
I love Cargo Ship. It's one of my favorite terminal silvers.
yeah, it's quite good, I think. Man, this was just all kinds of messed up. Um, hmm. I need more econ. So at this point, I think yeah, there was a lot more I could have done with this turn. I think I probably
I'm sure.
gain a farmer's market and set it aside. Or do I gain a silver and set it aside? Probably the farmer's market because I'm going to want to have that in my starting hand because I might draw a city quarter in the starting hand and it'll help me kick off a little easier. Although I have an
I
experiment in
never
the
liked.
deck, so that's
Sorry.
not. Oh, you're good. What's up?
I never personally liked cards like Farmers Market or Lurker because I find that every time I go for them, my foe ends up grabbing them, but better than me. And well, by better than me, I mean like I'll put in all the work. I'll build up the Farmers Market pile. I'll trash good cards with Lurker. Then they'll always steal it out from under me. It's not fun.
So like Lurker, I can't attest to on this, but like Farmer's Market is not really about the points in my opinion. It's just money and buys. Like that's I got it because I want plus buy and I need econ. It was that or a silver, and I want the plus buy, so that was my only reason for doing that. And I have plenty of plus actions, so I'm probably going to gain another one to hand this turn. So it wasn't really the points are going to be like trivial on this board because we're playing with groundskeeper. I think you're actually ahead for what it's
Thank
worth.
you.
Um,
All right, I'm really trying to resist the urge to buy a Wild Hunt here because I keep feeling like I've got too many actions, but that's because I just never draw my sculptors with my plus actions. So I really probably should just buy another plus actions card, maybe another Groundskeeper. Do you know how much it hurts to always gain silver with Sculptor? Because I'm about to do it again. My next four cards, two of them are Sculptors, no plus actions.
Man, I don't know if that hurts at all. Like you get econ, you get it to hand, and you get a villager in the mix. Like,
But gaining to your hand is so fun when it's an action card. I'm sorry, I'm arguing from subjectivity. I shouldn't do that.
no,
All
you're
right,
good. I mean,
I'll just.
it gives you +2. So like if you play it, it's like +$2. If you get sculptor gaining silver, basically says +$2 plus action, but you also get the silver for future shuffles. So like, I don't know, it's pretty good if you're already drawing your deck. The Wild Hunt is probably pretty good
Ha!
for that too. So city quarter, draw way too much. Um,
You
Sculptor,
have
get
pure
farmers
action.
market to
That city quarter is
hand.
good.
Yep. I don't really want
Oh,
to
there's the
trash
power.
this
You could play like five
experiment.
farmers markets, and then you guaranteed to get all the awesome stuff.
Am I about to do this? Am I about to make this horrible mistake? Let's do it. Yeah.
What did you priested an experiment and a sculptor?
I needed the $2 because I needed a second sculptor because I'm playing pretty suboptimally this game.
If you're drawing your
Um,
deck, I wouldn't worry too much about trashing an experiment, personally.
yeah, that was kind of my thing. Gaining the experiment last turn was the real mistake. There was just no reason for it. So, how greedy am I feeling? Probably, I'm feeling pretty greedy actually.
Just sorry.
You're good.
Eh,
What's up?
occurred to me, Wild Hunt gaining you estates could actually be helpful because Priest will have a use once you have those estates, so you'll be able to get the coin out of the priests.
The extra gain.
Let's see. Yeah, I'll take cards. Boom! I get my city quarter, and finally I can play my sculptors, not only gaining silvers. So I'll sculptor at like a mountain village, then a mountain village, then I can sculptor. I'd like. All right, now this is where it gets important. Do I sculptor for a farmer's market, or do I sculptor for? There's so many good options. I've got. Uh, I'm getting analysis paralysis here, but usually, what do you recommend?
Well,
Sorry to ask that again.
no, you're fine. I mean, so obviously you want more econ.
Correct.
You could be getting. So, like, the farmer's market is fine as long as you have the actions to play it, which it looks like you do. You've got 3 villages in the deck at this point, and the sculptors can
Correct.
be non-terminal if you need them to be. What are you looking at in hand?
A priest and 3 silvers.
Okay, so you could. The farmer's market also gives you the plus buy, so that would give you That would give you $9 this turn. That would help you get a 5-er and a 4 cost. So seems fine to me. I kind of like the farmer's market for you. Obviously, it's helping me get more money on later turns in the points, but not by that much. So I wouldn't worry about that
Correct.
too much. Really, the plus buy is what appeals to me about the farmer's market.
Hmm.
But other than that,
Worried about plus buy too much.
I'd be taking the plus buy, or I'd be taking the silver. You could also make an argument for taking a cargo ship, and if you take the cargo ship, you could get a city quarter and set it aside, and have it for next hand and guarantee a really good turn. But
That is a good idea.
the question that comes down to is, do you want 2 city quarters in the deck? And obviously you want 2 city quarters in the deck, but do you want it bad enough to basically use your turn to do that? The answer might be yes, but
Yeah, I don't have plus buy yet. I can gain plus buy next turn with sculptor, but I don't need it now. So I think
right.
more city quarters would help.
So in that
So
case, I think that you
yeah,
should
I'll do
gain
that.
the cargo ship to hand so you can play the city quarter next turn.
Yes. I don't know. I don't like how Dominion Online calls it reacting. When you play when you gain when you with cargo ship, it's not a reaction card. It's not reacting.
Yeah, there's a lot that the client there's a lot of room for improvement with the client. So
Mm. But there's one part that's perfect. When the foe plays Gladiator, there's a pretend to think button.
oh yeah, no, I mean like that's actually one of the worst parts of the client in my opinion because
It
like it's super inconsistent. There are other things that have that same quote unquote pretend to think dynamic that don't have that
is.
button. So like it's just arbitrarily Gladiator for no reason. It's just weird. Okay, so I could take
I just
this.
found it funny, and I've only ran into it once, so that's probably why I don't share your sentiments.
No, you're fine. It's weird. Like you've heard, so I don't feel as strongly about the shortcomings of the client as say Adam does, but there it certainly has them. Okay, so all right. Um,
So I wasn't around in the days before this client. I've heard there was like a Dominion client before this one. Would you
Yeah,
mind
there.
enlightening me on what that was and why it's so mimetic?
Well, there have been several Dominion clients before this one.
All right.
Um, this one, let's see, the previous one was what I like about this one is it's in a. So I was around for the previous one and this one, and then I wasn't around for the one before that. This one is in a browser, which I really like, whereas the other one had a client you had to host on your machine, which I did not like.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. So 1, 2, 4. I should probably just play all of these, right? Yeah. I don't really care if you get the farmer's market points. I do want the money, though.
Uh,
Okay.
oh, farmers market. Oh, I was misreading farmers market. I thought you only got the money when you got the points. Oh,
No,
that's way better.
you
That's
always
why
get
it's
some
so
money in
good.
buys, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get to set something aside for next turn.
There's the moral of the
And
story, folks. Read the cards.
yeah, RTFC is a pretty good rule to live by. So I am wanting to take. Hmm.
Let's see, you've
Well,
got
I need some
3
more.
coin of treasure, 2
I
of cargo
do.
ship.
I need some
That's
more
1, 2, 3, 4,
econ.
5. So how did you get
But
9 other coin? That's an odd
sculptor.
number. And your only other. Oh, farmers market. My mistake. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. So let's take a groundskeeper and set a city quarter aside. Pay off 4 debt.
Hooray! Ooh, I've got a city quarter and a bazillion actions. Hooray!
That's the
That's all
dream.
my actions played. It is. Oh, I can wild hunt. I can take the points at an estate, immediately draw the estate, and priest it.
You probably wanted to
That
play the
feels good.
groundskeeper first.
Oh,
If you had the groundskeeper in
uh,
hand. It doesn't really matter
should've.
that much, but it's just a point.
Now, do I want? All right, now I already trashed my estate. Do I want to trash a silver? Is silver junk to my deck right now?
Definitely not,
Hmm.
but you
Oh,
could.
that was fast.
I mean, but like, I mean, that doesn't mean don't trash it, but like, it just means like trash it instead of an estate. Definitely not. You definitely.
Oh, not instead of an estate. I mean, I can trash it extra thanks to sewers. I already trashed an estate to
Oh
the mandatory priest trashing.
no, like you're overdrawing so much. The silver is only good for you.
Good
Like,
point. I'll keep that in mind.
I mean, like if a dud would lose you the game, then I'd say think about it. But a dud is not gonna lose you the game.
It there's the rule. Let's see if I sculptured an experiment, I'd gain one. The other would go to the discard because the second. Yeah. Well, why am I even thinking about that? All right, I've got to gain something. Got to gain something good. Maybe I should take another farmer's market. You're probably gonna play a few. I'll be able to get coin off this one. Mm, that could be smart. Hmm. My deck can probably eat a second cargo ship. I've got, let's see, 4 villages and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, I've got 5 terminals. Never mind, that won't work. I should probably take a mountain village and then. Wait. I'm sorry about the analysis paralysis again,
you're
but
fine, dude.
I've got enough draw. I can probably eat another silver, and that villager's going to make my deck that slightest bit more consistent. So I'll take that. And now on my 12 coin turn, 2 buys. Now for some more analysis paralysis with the lackey on the right. Okay. Got I've got lots of good stuff I could do. I should probably take, since I'm drawing my deck now, I'm gonna want more money to go with the money. So I could take a gold, and I'd like more groundskeepers because they're not gonna hurt the deck, and of course I want them as much as possible. Who's that in the background?
My girlfriend's playing Octopath Traveler in the background. Um, let's see.
That villager token was a good move because I just drew Wild Hunt and 4 treasures.
Don't trash. Village and
I feel like
Okay,
today's shuffle
so
luck is out to get me.
I want to play.
But I feel like that every time, and that can't possibly be the case because no one's that unlucky. So I feel maybe I'm playing poorly, but I've got too many villages as well, not too many. I've got the perfect amount of villages as it is. So and maybe I should be trashing my silvers now because when I draw them instead of my actions to get my deck going, it hurts. Like in this hand. So yeah, I'll start trashing
Sure,
my silvers now.
it certainly does hurt to do that. Um,
No, you think it hurts, but if you could see my hand, you would agree that trashing the silvers is the right move.
Possibly. I mean, you could always draw a handful of stop cards when you have the stop cards, but that doesn't necessarily. I mean, like taking the results-oriented approach, like it didn't work out, so therefore it was bad, is a lot of the time because like I'm behind you right now strictly because you have more silver than I do. Um, like that's the main reason that I think that you're ahead is that you're hitting bigger
Ah,
price points easier because you have the econ to do it. Like we're both drawing our decks, but you're getting more
correct.
out of your turns when you do it. So I'm thinking I
Good point.
need let's see, Mountain Village plus something. Mountain Village Wild Hunt maybe. Mountain Village Groundskeeper. Um, the extra gain for the priest food is gonna be nice.
Absolutely. I'm using Wild Hunt for that, but
Um,
whatever.
I'm gonna go Mountain Village Wild Hunt. Yeah, I think I should have gotten a Wild Hunt over this first Groundskeeper. Yeah, let's do that. Um, I need more Econ in the deck, but I'm looking at the Wild Hunt as Econ in this case because it's a silver I don't have to trash with my Priest. So, we'll see. Oh, you have a
All right,
Villager
all
and you
right.
had Terminal Draw, so your turn is probably fine.
Yeah, but I only got one plus cards card, and it's my groundskeeper. So I don't know if I want to play the action. Actually, I totally do. What kind of question is
Yeah, I
that?
mean, you've
I'll
got
do that,
the...
and of course, there's my turn to shut down. Hooray! Because
Oh.
didn't trash enough silver, so I'm gonna try. Sorry,
Oh, no, I was just asking what was going on.
I got ruined. I've got all I was able to do was wild hunt, played my only villager token to groundskeeper, and now I've got three terminals: cargo ship, priest, and sculptor, and a bunch of
Well,
treasure.
Sculptor's not a terminal because you can play it to gain a treasure and then...
Of
but
course, but getting more silver would only make the problem my deck is facing worse.
Well, it makes the problem that you have to adjust to worse, but like you can there's no shortage of deck control on this board. Like you could play the sculptor and the cargo ship and then set aside a city quarter for next turn, and then you've got the extra city quarter in the deck. You have another $2 for the turn. The silver is good when you draw it, so I advocate taking it.
Good point. Oh crud! I misclicked. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
All
That's a better
right.
hand.
Yeah.
So,
This is
what do you think
interesting.
of my episodes? What do you think I can do better when I like make them?
Oh, what could you do better when you're making your episodes?
Yes, I'm
Well,
very new, and you're not very new, so you can help me. Thank you.
I'm not. I wouldn't go so far as to say that I'm any kind of expert. As far as making Dominion content goes, what I do for mine is I actually record. I don't talk at all when I'm making the videos. I actually dub over commentary after the fact, just because um, it is a little easier for me to do it that way, just because I have trouble talking and playing at the same time.
Hmm,
But so you might consider doing that. But I can see you put a lot of editing work into your videos, so like that might
thank
kind of
you.
do the same thing. I don't actually know much about video editing at all, so I can't give you much feedback in that respect. In
Fair.
general, I'd say just keep on doing the content, and a lot of the commentary will fall into place as you go, and it just
Great.
gets easier with more practice.
Thank you.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Sorry to keep derailing the game, but I
No,
prefer
you're
to do
fine.
it live because that way, when I make a mistake, I don't know it's a mistake at the time. So then I get that dawning realization on footage, which I find funny and entertaining.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of merit to doing it live as well. This is the first live video I've done in a while, actually. So, let's see.
Thanks.
I could do. What could I take here? I need more draw in the deck, so we're probably gonna put a Wild Hunt aside with our cargo ship. And then we are going to, actually, let me undo that real quick.
All right.
I'm
I've
not
always
gonna
wondered
put it
what
in
is
cargo
Wild
ship.
Hunts. Like most cards I know, a sculptor to
Uh,
sculptor, a
it
mountebank to mountebank.
it's a reference to this ancient Nordic myth, which
Huh?
you may have researched if you have played The Witcher. But the
Huh?
Wild Hunt, well, I took a copper there for priest food. The Wild Hunt is an, it's like this Slavic body of ethereal hunters who like it's a little ambiguous as to what they actually are, but like they run around
Sorry,
and
missed.
uh, they like I don't know exactly what they do, but they ride and I don't know collect souls or something. It's kind of weird. But anyway, you can Google what the Wild Hunt is.
Thanks for that.
They're an old Norse entity.
All right, so I've got lots of actions. I've got lots of good stuff to do. I'm gonna trash the silver because six stop cards. I mean eight. I mean yeah, seven. I mean, eight because sculptor is pretty much a stop card. Is a tad much in this deck, so I'm just gonna trash one. But then I'll gain a few more later when I can drawing my whole deck. So I think I've got lots and lots of money. I need to double down on keeping the whole deck drawn. So I'll take the last mountain village and play it for the heck of it. And then I will take a, let's see, farmers market would be good for more coin, but it'd be more stop card. So this is a tough decision.
Well, if you're
Farmers market or experiment,
Well, if you're playing the
or what do
farmers
you
market,
recommend?
if you're playing the farmers market this turn, you're getting points out of it, but you are getting
Correct.
coin from the priests, so because you'll trash it. So let's see, that would be 4 points and 2 money
Yeah, that's pretty good. I forgot about the priest
versus,
coin. Thanks.
but you also are losing it. Okay, yeah. I mean, you won't have the coin for future turns, but you do get the points now, so that's
All right, 15
justifiable.
coin and two buys. Hooray! So there is. I really want to keep drawing the deck. I've got lots and lots of actions. I think I'm gonna take. I've got two buys, so I can take a city quarter and a wild hunt. So that's pretty good. Totally paying off all the debt. And I've got I'll sculptor a farmer's market or two, so I'll have plus buy to be able to go through everything. And I think I'm pretty much set. My deck is set. I'll be drawing it all. I've got lots of money in it thanks to that gold. I'm 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 gonna actually have a small shot this game, especially with my farmer's market point steals all the time for the monologue, but it's my specialty. Uh, are you still there?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't misplay this turn.
Oh, good idea. Good idea. Probably cut out this dead time in post.
Yeah, you're good. Let's see. So what I would like
I
to
didn't.
do here is probably cards, and then points. This is probably going to end on piles before I get to make that pay off. Okay.
I can see mountain villages and city quarters running out, but what do you think the third pile is going to be?
Estates.
Oh, they always get me.
Alright. So, sculptor, gain farmer, possibly farmers markets, depends how it goes.
Yeah, I can see us sculpting the occasional farmer's market, but you're right. Estates are going to run out even faster.
Okay.
Wow, that's a lot of coin. Congrats.
Thank you. And I think quad groundskeeper is probably what I take. Oh man, that's risky though. Let's go groundskeeper, 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 and then we'll set a wild hunt aside with our cargo ship.
All right, let's draw the whole deck again. Uh-oh, I might not actually draw the whole deck. Come on. Come on, gotta get to my city quarters. We got 3 of them. There we go. Yeah, I'm drawing the deck. So I shall be very smart about this. I shall... I've got my groundskeepers out so I can wild hunt to gain some estates. And to get victory points from that, from the groundskeepers. I can draw them. And I can get rid of both of them with priest, so that's pretty good. Well, I mean, one is being gotten rid of with sewers, but I'm using priest to get rid of both of them. Then I can cargo ship and sculpt up a nice farmer's market, which, no, I'm not going to set that aside. I'm just going to farmer's market, get me some money. Should I do another farmer's market and steal more victory points? I think that could be smart. I've got lots of money to do this turn anyways. What do you... I should stop asking you what you recommend. I want to just play myself and do good. So, yeah, I'll take another farmer's market, but I should probably buy some more cards to draw through all these cards, like a city quarter. And I'll trash a silver. It's worth those 2 coin to be able to get through the deck consistently. All right, there's my coin. As I said before, I need to be able to get through the deck consistently, so I'll take a nice wild hunt, which I shall... Should I set aside a wild hunt or a city quarter? That's a tough one. But city quarter is probably going to be safer. So we'll do a wild hunt, city quarter. Oh crud! I accidentally hit done reacting. I thought I was hitting the death button. Whoops.
You're fine.
Shall set that aside, pay the debt, and perhaps a province purchase would perform perpetually perfectly. Maybe or maybe not. Regardless, the piles are running out fast. I think 6 victory points is not a bad buy. Your turn.
So, part of me wants to empty groundskeepers this turn, but that's gonna... I mean, that's suicide. That's pile suicide. So,
True.
let's see. Alright.
So in my episodes, I'll occasionally do some sort of cut to some sort of joke or animation. What do you think of those? Do you think they're worth doing? They take a lot of time, but I think they're pretty funny. What do you think?
So a lot of that is going to come down to what's going to help you as a content creator stay sustainable. So if you enjoy doing that, if it's helping you make content that you are going to want to keep making, then I'd say keep doing it. Okay. Yeah. Is there a chance for me to win this turn? I wonder. Maybe. It's
Got
not
a 26
impossible.
victory point lead. Even with 5 groundskeepers, that's a tall order.
It is a tall
Oh,
order,
wait,
but
maybe not.
I've got. I think I might be able to pull it off, actually.
Oh, that province I bought, I drew it as soon as I bought it. Ooh, sculpting estates. Oh wait, are you sculpting estates or are you getting them? Yeah, you're sculpting estates. That's pretty good for the groundskeeper victory points. But if I can empty the piles next turn, that could be game.
Yeah, but I'm trying to empty them
Empty.
this turn.
Oh, you are? You're trying to win and empty them? I guess that province was a goodbye.
Let's see.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I didn't
So,
expect
let's
that.
see.
Behold the power of the groundskeeper.
3, 6.
She will
How many?
definitely be in my next analysis video.
So how many points do I need to win? I need 11, and I can go. Yeah, I can win from here. Oh, can I? Yes. Yep.
Good game. I don't
GG.
really want to call that a comeback because your deck was better than me by the end a lot, but that
By
was
the
a
end, but not in the middle.
that
I
was
certainly fell
surprising to
behind.
me.
Yeah.
I felt pretty ahead during that game. Well played.
Thank
Mm,
you. I thought you were ahead
And
too. But I think that so definitely I would not attribute. I mean, so like the reason that you had a dud was because you had the silvers, but like I wouldn't say that I wouldn't go so far as to say it was a mistake to have them or it was right to like trash them out of the deck just because like you
right,
like they were also the reason that you had that lead that you had just because you were hitting those price
correct.
points. And I certainly made plenty of mistakes of my own. Don't get me wrong. I did not. I
Happy you
had a
made
few
less and you
turns that
won.
were.
So
Um, I wouldn't say I made fewer mistakes. I think that the mistakes I made, I was able to come back from just because I got a little luckier afterward. Like I had some pretty good shuffle luck near the end there. Um,
true, but well, we shouldn't attribute too much to luck. I mean, Dominion with the right cards is not very luck based of a game.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, so it's high luck, high skill as far as games go. Like the Richard Garfield um, did this analysis of like you create these 4 boxes: high luck, high skill, low luck, low
Huh?
skill, and something
Uh-huh.
that's like low luck and low skill is like tic tac toe. Like there's no luck in that game, and
Right,
there's not really any skill either. Low luck
right,
or low skill, high luck is like bingo. There's no decisions you make
correct.
whatsoever. Dominion is kind of sitting next to poker, which is high luck, high skill. Like
Ah,
there's a
that makes
lot,
sense.
yeah, there's a lot of variance in Dominion, but it is. You also see the same people at the top of the leaderboard consistently across all
Correct,
clients and winning tournaments and things like that. So you
correct.
and whenever you'll notice if you make an alt account on this client, within a few
Uh-huh.
days you'll get back to the normal rating of your main account just because if you just play enough because the client is pretty good at evaluating and placing you. Um,
Nice.
but yeah, actually we did a whole episode of the podcast on the role of luck in Dominion, what it does do, what it doesn't do,
Cool.
how you should look at it as a player, and I recommend it. But
I should
okay,
look into that. You're right.
so what's the next one is what
Adventures.
adventures? Nice. All
Are
right.
you up for another game? I know I've kept you up pretty late.
No, yeah, I can do one more, and then
I'm sorry you just cut out. Could you repeat that?
no, yeah, I can do one more.
Fantastic.
Oh, sweet, it's ready. While I was
I love
monologuing.
Hireling. He's really fun. I know he's just a Prince Druid library, but it's fun. And fun is the point of life. I mean, it's not. It's terrible philosophy, but fun is fun.
No, fun is definitely the point.
And you also see Recruiter. Every time I played with Recruiter, I've won. But that's the same with Cargo Ship, and you
Recruiter
see how that worked out
is
for me.
Recruiter is fantastic as a card. This is a
He
strong board.
really is.
Oh man, Silk
Agreed.
Merchant, and Improve are fantastic
I wonder what
together.
role training will play.
I don't think you have time to get training here.
That could be a good point.
Like I don't see training as
Hmm.
being fantastic.
Ooh, Swamp
You
Head.
might get training, but like Ugh, man, I don't love it. You're tight on actions here, so the only thing that you'd be
With recruiter,
putting.
you're not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. There's recruiter to do it.
So obviously trashing is important, so I'm probably gonna get a raise on my 3 coin turn. I don't see any other trashing except technically transmogrify. I don't and improve, but I count those as more of trash for benefit than just trash to trash like raise. So
Question: is my audio terrible right now? Is like my do I sound like I'm like coming from another
I'm
room?
great.
Because
Only issue is I'm using headphones to hear you. I'm not actually recording you. I was thinking you'd send me the recording of you
oh,
after the episode.
I'm just recording both of us, but
Oh,
yeah,
good.
no problem. Yeah, I was just wondering because sometimes I accidentally record from the wrong microphone, and I'm
Ah,
wondering if I remembered to set the correct microphone this time. I'm thinking the answer is no, and my audio is going to be terrible. So anyone listening, sorry about that. Um,
you sound fine to me.
oh man, so like I wanna open Silk Merchant Improve, but I also wanna open Silk Merchant, um, and what else? I think Silk Merchant Improve is just like best, in my opinion. You
I
could go
get that
double
they're great, but
force. You could go double force and go Silk Merchant Transmog too. What's up?
Silk Merchant. Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Silk Merchant and Improve is admittedly a great combo, but they're only going to trash themselves, whereas Raise is going to start to get rid of your estates, which admittedly won't be as big of an early game powerhouse, but trashing is trashing.
That's true. Silk Merchant Raise is pretty solid as a combo too. I'm definitely opening with the Silk Merchant. The Transmog is actually pretty appealing as well. But this,
Transmogrify those estates into double experiments, gaining one to your hand, or perhaps improve if you need it. Yeah, Transmogrify is pretty flexible, which is what I like about it.
yeah. I mean, so the thing
What's your
is,
opinion on the Seer card? I
on
almost never
Seer?
use it and almost never seems powerful. Yeah.
Seer? Oh, Seer's fantastic. I think Seer is one of the strongest cards in Renaissance.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's at least as good as Lab, and often better.
Yeah, it's
Um,
usually as good as Lab, but I don't typically pick up 2 cards with the C ability, usually just one.
I mean, I think Seer is one of the better. It's a really powerful card. It's also generically powerful. Like, there's pretty much no deck that doesn't want Seers in it. Um, Yeah, Silk Merchant Improve is what I'm gonna go with because hitting 5 gets me a recruiter, and the recruiter is the
Oh,
best
I didn't see
trasher
Recruiter. I forgot
here.
Recruiter Trash is better than Raise, doesn't it?
It
Thanks for
does.
reminding me of that.
I
I
mean,
think I'll get that too.
you don't need to just get one, right? I mean, like you can have both. You could have the raises and
Oh, so you
the
can have multiple Recruiters. Yeah, oh,
right.
come on! My Improve and Silk Merchant definitely didn't collide, and I'm still not cracking 5 coin.
It didn't collide for me either, but you will be hitting
Oh,
5 this
good.
shuffle, if you want to.
Hey, all right. Do I want to improve into anything? Mm, perhaps I should. There's too many good stuff here. Hmm. Yeah, probably not Ranger. You don't have the access to make that work out. But other than that, anything 4 coin or less, except silver, looks pretty good. And raise, I'm gonna get recruiters. So I really don't want another silk merchant though, especially without it. Especially if I'm losing my improve this turn to it. So
I
darn, that's a.
absolutely
Ooh, I've
want
got
more
a
silk
coffer. I can just
merchants.
I'll just make that 5 and take a recruiter, and I can. Pardon me.
Oh no, I was gonna say I absolutely want more silk merchants. But let's see.
Yeah, unless you trash it, it's just a wharf without the part that makes wharf good.
It's got +2 cards and plus buy. It's still real good, and you're gonna trash it. But plus, like getting the coffers early, it helps you hit those big price points to get things like swamp hags and hirelings. Okay, so let's see. Next turn, I am going to draw 5 cards, and I can take I can spend the coffer and get the recruiter now. And if I don't do that, I'm gonna hit double fives though. Or so yeah, no. So I should spend the coffer and get a recruiter, and then next turn, unless I get pretty unlucky, I'll be able to get a second recruiter. Um, and I should probably improve the improve into a silk merchant. Yeah, I'll
Am I
go
just
ahead and do
underestimating Silk Merchant,
that.
or what's with the Silk Merchant love?
Silk Merchant's just fantastic. The Transmogrify might have been good too. Um, like the Silk Merchants, there's a lot of trash for benefit here, and there's also uh, just quite a bit that the Silk Merchants are doing for you. Like their draw for now, they're gaining you the villagers to help them stay draw. You're probably only going to have to play each given Silk Merchant once, maybe twice, so playing it non-terminally is an issue like one time. Um,
My shuffle luck
and
hates me. I didn't draw any of my bot cards. Oh well.
let's take a second recruiter at this point. I could take a swamp hag. I don't have the terminal space for that yet. I do though. I do have the terminal space is the thing. So do I want to do it is the big question. I could take a hireling, but hireling seems slower than everything else here. I'm gonna take a second recruiter. And this was
All
not
right.
great, but
I really like Swamp Hag. I think that coin on the next turn ability is really powerful. And if I were you, I would have done it. But let's just see if what wins: single recruiter or double single recruiter and Swamp Hag or double recruiter.
I certainly
You're,
want a swamp hag. I just, I went at it in a little bit.
should I experiment or improve? I've got an improve coming up, which I'm going to use to improve Silk Merchant. But that's a tough choice. I think I'll take experiments.
Okay, and I lost my improve, so I'm gonna buy it back.
Dang it, I've got my Silk Merchant improved, but if I play the Silk Merchant, I'm afraid I'm going to draw the Swamp Hag, and then I'll have one Villager token, so I can only improve the Silk Merchant, which is really good, or Swamp Hag, which I'd really rather my Swamp Hag not miss it, but I have to play the Silk Merchant to improve it, so please don't draw Swamp Hag. I draw Swamp Hag, and I draw my Recruiter, never mind, crisis averted. I can just recruit this estate, boom, now I can play everything. Hooray!
Hooray!
Alright. I've got my 6 coin. Got 2 buys. Perhaps I should take well, what I think would be best for my deck here would be another Silk Merchant because I'm about to trash one for a 5 coin, and then I could use the coffers and action token. But it's only 4 coin, and I really like to trash more. I mean, I really like to buy more. What am I thinking? And Hireling is obviously really good, but I don't have the actions to play him next turn. Actually, I'm about to trash the Silk Merchant into. I could trash it into a recruiter and pretty much guarantee I'll have the actions to play that hireling, and then that extra card is never going to hurt. Oh wait, no, what am I thinking? Sorry for all that monologue. I've got experiments. I don't really need to worry about draw, so at least not yet. So
I also just
I
think that
think
hireling is one of the worst cards on this board. Like, and not like worst as in like qualitatively across all games. I think here though, there's just no reason to get hirelings. You're gonna draw your deck pretty easily between Sears, Recruit, and all the thinning that we have. Like, we're not drawing our decks yet, but I don't think that the hireling is really gonna have time to pay off. Like, I just don't think that what it does is gonna really be that great.
correct. This would be super risky, but I can get a second Swamp Hag and have a Swamp Hag out every turn. I've got enough recruit. If I have enough recruiters, because I'm about to improve into one, I can have the actions to keep that going. So it'll be like 3 coin every turn and forcing you to always gain curses while buying anything.
Yeah, the junking attack of Swamp Hag is really brutal here because none of the trashing here is okay with trashing curses. It all is sad to do it. So like
Good point.
the junking attack is pretty brutal. If you can have that every turn, that's gonna be a setback for me for sure.
Thanks
Like,
for
and
the
I want to get
advice.
to that myself.
I hope you're not the bad advisor from that meme.
No,
So
no.
thanks for the advice. All right,
We'll see.
goodbye, Silk Merchant. I'll take another recruiter
Yeah.
to be able to always play all the stuff.
And
No!
now
I
that you've
just
got
drew
a
5
second
coppers.
recruiter. Yeah, that can be. I mean, I had a pretty crap hand before, but that's sad to see. Let's just thin that. Alright.
Thanks for helping my channel get off the ground. seeing 14 subscribers isn't exactly fun, but
Oh no, you're
I
good.
imagine being featured on your channel is gonna really help. So I appreciate it.
Oh, you are good. I am. It's not even like Adam did. Adam has been around in YouTube for a while, so he did a lot of the work to get his channel off the ground, and I'm kind of just piggybacking off of his channel. And so, like, it's a win-win for us because he wants more content on his channel, and he knows I'm gonna do an okay job, and I get an audience for free. So hopefully, we
Right?
can all help each other out here. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
see. I want to buy the pizza this turn because I want that anyway, and I'm swamp hagged. I am gonna buy a card, but
It's that's hilarious. You're
yeah.
referring to Piazza, correct?
Oh yeah, I was actually one of the playtesters for Renaissance, and we like have yet to call it by
Really?
its real name. Yeah, I'm in the book. Um,
That's amazing. I've got my book like on the table over there. Here, let me take a break from recording. I'm gonna look at that. I want to see your
yeah,
name.
Jake Schwartz. All right. So let's see.
All right, the recording's gonna sound all messed up because I'm moving the microphone so I can find it. Oh, dang it! Where did I put it? I had the Renaissance
It's good.
instructions. Here it is. It's under a bag. I had to write on the table.
I want Piazza
So, what
Silk
will your
Merchant.
name be in the instruction manual?
Jake Schwartz. My girlfriend's in there too, Jessica Smith.
That's amazing. So, how do you become a playtester?
Well, I just playtested a bunch with Adam. Adam is the one who became the playtester first, and
Hmm?
a he's part of like the playtester network that communicates with Donald X, and I just played a bunch with him, and I played enough that I and Jessica did as well that he felt it was worth a mention in the book, which I'm extremely gracious of that he felt
That's
my
amazing.
contributions uh, sufficient enough for that.
I see you got Piazza. I looked up
Can you say
Piazza after I
something? I
read it.
just played with
It's
my
an
audio.
Italian plaza, I think.
Okay, say
Uh,
something again. Okay, cool. I broke my
Ooh,
microphone
we've
for a
got.
minute.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna take a sear because my deck can't handle too many more swamp hags. I only want two, so I can have them out constantly. I'm sorry to you, my foe, that I didn't get to have them out this turn, but believe me, you're gonna be taking curses all the time now. So I shall have two swamp hags. I've got my two recruiters. I'm gonna be able to get rid of all my bad cards, have accent tokens to play everything. Got my experiment, keep the consistency up. Oh man, thanks to the swamp hag. And of course, it was on the turn where I'm gonna buy two cards. So that's sad, very sad. Ooh, I could buy uh, pizza, and that won't actually give me a curse. Maybe I'll just do that.
I
So when you're
want.
playtesting cards, I assume they don't have the card art on them, right?
Yeah, we use you basically it's janky. You write them on a piece of paper and like put them in a sleeve or whatever. You just do whatever you can, really. Um,
That's hilarious.
all right, take a second, Swamp Hag, and hopefully I'll have full Swamp Hag coverage now.
I hope I'll have total swamp hag coverage as well. Let's see, improve. I've got no 4 coin actions out, so I didn't get to any of my silk merchants. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate it, but regardless, I'll do that, and
So
then
like it's especially good here, Silk Merchant is, because there's so much trash for benefit that you're probably only playing each Silk Merchant one time. So like the villager it gives you is like paying for itself in terms of terminal space. Um,
right.
but like even in general, even like opening with a Silk Merchant gives you 100% chance to hit double fives if you want to, or I think it's 100% chance to hit double fives, 100% chance to hit six if you want to, almost 100% chance to hit seven if you want to. Wandering
Epic.
Winder has put out the math on that, and he's a little more precise than I am, so I definitely recommend checking that out. But basically, just opening with a Silk Merchant is almost always something you want to do if you can.
Is it Wandering Winder, or I always pronounce it Winder in my head? Isn't Wandering Winder like really famous?
He's been around for a while for sure, and he's an extremely adept player. Most
Impressive.
people know him, I'd say. All right.
It's quite an honor to be speaking with a playtester for Renaissance. Just
It's
2 weeks ago, I was a mere mortal. The only Dominion thing I had was my giant box set of all the cards. That was it. And now here I am speaking with a playtester. It's
so
amazing.
I'm certainly not um one of the bigger deal playtesters, quote unquote. Like I'm not even in the actual forums that they do it. I'm just kind of I wasn't even necessarily chosen by anyone except Adam as a playtester. I'm kind of a de facto playtester because I happen to be the guy who Adam plays all his games with. So,
Mhm.
um, how do I bring
Manual,
this
it's
deck
an honor to speak with
forward?
you.
What's that?
You're in the instruction manual. It's an honor to speak with you, regardless.
You as well. All right, so probably taking. So like I said, I dumped on training earlier, but like the econ is actually probably fine from it. So I probably get training, and what am I actually training is the thing. Probably Seer because I'll get more of those, and take a a third swamp hag. Oh wait, that was not what I wanted to do. I did
No
not want to
problem.
train my swamp hags. I want to train either silk merchants or seers. Probably seers because on the long term that's what I'll have more of. And buy a swamp hag and then improve my silk merchant into a seer. And I'm gonna need to get some more silk merchants here pretty soon. So like I dumped on training and I didn't really think I'd have time for Piazza either. What I
Uh-huh.
underestimated though is that you're incentivized to spend your money on not buying cards when your opponent has a swamp hag out, which because the curses are pretty annoying here. So like that's a
Hey, just
thing.
recruited a silk merchant. That felt pretty good.
Yeah, you're probably good on actions forever.
Yeah. I
um,
actually kind of want the plus buy back from silk merchant. Kind of regretting killing it.
yeah, I
Hmm.
know.
Merchant, it's even worth taking a curse for you. Oh wait, no, this is a terrible hand. Never mind, wasn't worth taking the curse. Shouldn't. Oh my gosh. Recruiter, his only flaw is he's a little slow, little on the slow side. But
Yeah, he
that's the problem with
is.
all single card trashers.
Oof, this is kind of sad. At least I played a swamp hag. So what am I doing with this? Take another seer, I guess. Oh boy.
The action most common in my deck at the moment is Recruiter. I'm considering training him this turn because I'll be playing him more because to get rid of that curse and to oh wait, oh never mind, I just got something awesome. Uh I didn't. Sorry, my whole hand was terrible until my pizza activated my recruiter. So forget that whole train of thought. Uh, has that ever happened to you? You start monologuing and then something happens and it was all for naught.
Oh, totally. Usually, my monologue is just wrong though because I miscounted. Like it happened earlier, where I'm like, okay, I need to not trash this copper so I can hit 5, and then that was just objectively false.
Uh-huh.
Okay, go pizza.
Kill you yet, Silk Merchant, because you're too useful. You have not outlived your usefulness yet. But be warned that pinata ability, as I like to call those on trash good things, it's very alluring.
Okay, so
Feudum and Catacombs, like half the Dark Ages cards, Silk Merchant, I call them pinatas.
yeah, totally. Um, okay, so I could. What's the end game here? Am I going for double province turns? I don't really know that I need to. I think so. For what I need right now, I think I take a silk merchant and a province.
All right,
And
and two
we're
curses.
going to and two curses, and we are trashing something. We're trashing our silk merchant and turning it into a seer.
Like with all those curses, I can't really buy anything. I need some sort of extra trasher. Like if I could buy an extra raise just for the trashing, that might be nice.
Yeah. Thankfully, you're
Oh man,
double
Seer
swamp
didn't get
hagged this
anything. See, this
time.
happens to me with Seer all the time. Stuff like this.
Yeah, the seer is a little annoying here, just because a lot of the things you want cost 5, and a lot of the things that you're gonna have cost 0.
Right. All right. I need Silk Merchants plus action. It's actually worth a action token. That was my 8 coin. Mm. I need some more money. My money is disappearing very fast. So I maybe not no, probably not gold. Gold is just I've learned from experience not good. But there's nothing else. And except for Swamp Hag, there's nothing giving money on this board. I guess I could go the way that you're going. You're playing like multiple Swamp Hags a turn, giving you all the economy you need and a lot of curses on me. Mm, but
Well, the
that's kind of
curses are
delayed. I want to
the
I want to get into action quickly. Pardon me?
the curses are the main reason I was doing that. Even though I had to take another curse to get it set up, just because they're annoying to deal with. But I recruited my recruiter, which might have been a little early. So for the record, gold is not a bad card at all. It's certainly once the curses are out, it's better than Swamp Hag here because it's a gold every turn as opposed to the Swamp Hag, which is a gold every other turn. Yeah.
Correct.
So I think gold is one of the more important sources of econ here if you're not doing sort of the training thing, which
Huh?
it looks like we both
Uh,
are. Oh, you trained your recruiters, which is
yeah.
probably fine. Yeah.
I think I'll get a gold and a pinata silk merchant. I can recruit them, get some more actions, and I can have more money with the gold.
Damn it.
I'm usually drawing my deck, but that's probably going to stop now. But
Let's
uh,
uh let's just
and
take
hey,
a
the curses are empty,
province.
so I will. Come on, Piazza! Boom! Wait, no, Piazza got a curse, of course. All right, I'll see her. Got me a card.
I
Silk
actually
merchant.
when did
Silk
you
merchant.
when did you get that training?
Training. It was right after my monologue that I thought was irrelevant, but it turned out it wasn't. I noticed that the action I was most common in my deck was actually recruiter, and it's probably going to stay that way. But all my recruiters at the bottom of my deck. That's kind of inconvenient.
Because I'm
Oh well.
wondering if yeah, so like the extra junking I invested in might just not be that great because like you're incentivized to play your recruiters anyway. I might have just fed your recruiters for you, although
Thank
you
you.
you didn't draw them, so I guess maybe the curses did their job at least for this turn.
Perhaps I could pay coffers and go double recruiter. If when my recruiters run out of curses and coppers, which will be a while because there's 6 of them, they can start shooting themselves for all the actions they'll need to play. Uh, wait, what will I play? There goes the whole metaphor. But well, it's not a metaphor; it's a strategy. But I've got a gold, got some money. Maybe I should get another gold. As soon as I got my recruiters, I'll be getting rid of a lot of bad cards. Let's see, can I afford a gold and a recruiter? Drive the coffers for that. That's 6. That's 11, 9, 10. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do another recruiter. It's going to give me more money, more trashing of all those curses I took, and of course, gold is gold. And recruiters can let me draw through them. And bam, each are
All
going to give
right,
me money. Each are going to give me a trashing of a curse, and hopefully another
yay!
curse because by then I'll gone.
Pizza did something. We'll leave those on top.
Now that
Draw.
we've done 2 games, almost 3, do you think that my presence is making your commentary better or worse?
I mean, I'd say better. Like, it's just better. It's good to have like somebody to have a conversation with during
True.
the game.
Feel free to insult me. I know I'm very new and not very good at Dominion or YouTubing, but
Oh no. See,
uh,
the
regardless.
thing is that if you go the insulting the cocky insulting route and you end up being wrong, um like you don't have leg to stand on. Whereas what I do is I just pretend that I have no idea what I'm talking about, and then if it turns out that I don't, I can be like, I told you I didn't know what I'm talking about. But
Yes.
whereas if all right, what am I doing here? Probably ready to improve the
I just got my deck
improves
together too late.
merchant.
Congratulations on another soon to be victory, I imagine.
We
Oh
will
come on,
see. My deck is really
my pizza
bad
can
at
go.
this point because I have a lot of curses that I'm having trouble dealing with because I only have the one recruiter left.
My
Um,
pizza has hit curse every time so far.
yeah,
It's kind of frustrating.
it's rough. Good old pizza.
Of course, here hits gold, copper, and swamp hag because why not?
I think it's funny because like I was talking up how amazing Seer was here, or
Huh?
how amazing Seer is in general, and like it turns out that this is one of the most
Huh?
mediocre boards for it I've ever seen.
Good point. I think I've got enough fodder to trash the recruiter because I got my coin token on it and getting rid of more crystals and coppers. I actually think taking another recruiter here will be smart because he is draw. Don't underestimate draw.
Alright, so okay. Pizza hits a province.
At least yours are hitting provinces. Mine are only hitting curses.
Yeah. Um
Hey, just realized Sea Hag counters pizza.
Oh no, you got it. Wait, does it? Yes, it does. Um
I love how Renaissance just came out, so now I'm thinking of all sorts of like half-baked combos, and like only one or two of them ever actually amount to anything. But it's fun.
So I could take another seer, but if I get another province, then you're in a tough spot. Um,
Absolutely.
but I could also
Wait, you get the Florida province turn, right?
no. If I take another province, I'm talking about next shuffle or next
Oh,
turn.
next turn. Okay,
So like I'm thinking about what I need to do. So I could put a seer in the deck, which is probably the best card for me.
probably.
But I
Mm,
could also actually recruiter might be the best card for me.
Also true. I find Seer and Sage love to choke on provinces late game. It's kind of
Yeah,
frustrating.
that's true. I could also take a duchy, which is something that like. See, the thing is, if I take duchy, it doesn't like do anything for me now, but it
I'm
also
still gonna call it up here.
it's like how do you win if I keep getting duchies? And I think the answer is you kind of just don't. I don't know. The thing is, if you get all the provinces, you can come back and then get the duchies. So
Thanks, Seer.
we'll see. I think I'll get a province eventually. So if I just keep getting duchies, I think then the win is assured at that point. We'll
All
see.
right. Well done trouncing me. I thought I was good at Dominion, but until I started YouTubing it. But I guess it's
Oh,
just because
there's
when I play online, uh, I think because when I play online, the games go by so fast. Is whenever I lose, I'm like, I'm gonna play another. And then when I play in real life, I only have really not very good people to play with because I don't know anyone really good. So I always win the games that are slow, and so I feel like I win a lot more than I do. Now that I go slow YouTubing, I lose more. So there's some insight.
well, I mean, the thing is, like the act of putting your games out there and playing them and analyzing them will make you a lot better. One, two, yeah, I mean, the general skill level of the population is certainly not like the average person is a lot worse at Dominion than the average person who gets online and plays Dominion.
Exactly.
It's uh, hmm.
Seer chokes on itself, and it never occurred to me.
Yeah, I know, right? All right.
Yeah, I think that's a good game. Well played.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Hey, now all my recruiters are trashing all my curses. Hooray for them! But it's just too late.
Oh, I forgot you have
Just
that.
barely too late.
All that crap I said about the duchies earlier. Ignore like all of that. I forgot that you could be trashing
Huh?
curses for points. That's never mind. None of what I said earlier about taking the duchies made any sense. um,
Yeah. Oh, and I get so close to a double province. Well, actually, there's only one province left, but
uh,
regardless,
yeah.
that is good game. And I still was only 10 points behind in Dominion terms. That's not that bad in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
So because one guy gets one more province than another guy. Then because of the province split, that's 12 points. So 10 is still okay. Good game to you.
You as
I
well.
look forward to hopefully doing videos like this in the future. It's getting a little late on my end. Wait, sorry for already signing off. I was wondering, what do you think I could have done better that game?
Okay, so let's see. What were you doing for the most part? Let's see. So more silk merchants earlier would have sped you up.
Huh?
The I think that you did better having the recruiters than I did. I think I trashed my recruiter too early, and you should have,
Huh?
and I should have had another one, whereas you had two, and that helped you stay clean.
Correct.
A second swamp hag earlier. Well, no, you took one pretty early. So like, let's see. Yeah, I think the main thing I would say is just more silk merchants earlier, and then
Thank you.
trust in trust in the trash for benefit and the improves abilities to help you capitalize on that.
All right.
Yeah. All in all, thank you as well for playing this out, and hopefully it'll be a pretty good video on both of our ends.
Absolutely. The
And
pleasure and honor is all mine. You definitely far outclass me in YouTubing and strategy and pretty much everything, and it's an honor to be speaking with a playtester.
well, I mean, it's an honor on my end as well, and hopefully we'll be able to do another one some point in the future.
Absolutely. In case you're wondering, I'm gonna put each of these games as an individual episode. So, and I've already got like 4 episodes recorded, so you won't be seeing yourself up for another couple days. But
Sounds
I
good.
upload daily, so we'll get around to you in I think uh 4 days. So,
Sounds good.
hooray!
That's probably a good way to do it. I probably don't upload as regularly as I should, but
That's
um,
fair.
yeah. All right, man. I will see you later.
And see you later. Hope to play with you again. Good game, and thanks for watching. Anyone that's watching, and absolutely go and watch Jake's other videos. For now, they're better than mine.
I don't know about that. I definitely don't do as much with the videos. Like I'd say your videos are certainly have a lot more entertainment value just because you do the editing stuff that I am not competent with. I probably should
Right.
dip into that at some point. We'll see. Yeah.
Unless you like watching people fail, in which case definitely watch my videos because
Hey, I
I'm
mean
not
that's
I'm not very good. Of
being critical of your own play is really good. Being critical of other people's play is really good. I mean,
course.
watching as far as like just a viewer watching videos to get better, it doesn't matter how good the person you're watching is because hopefully you have a level of healthy skepticism to every player that you're viewing, whether it's somebody who you really respect at the top of the leaderboard. Hopefully you're being as critical of their play as you are somebody who's just getting started and
Correct.
bubbling around. Yeah, because like that's all going into helping you uh, develop your Dominion game sense, as I call it.
Absolutely.
Well, anyway, thank you again for watching. If you are watching this from my end, make sure you go check out Arishipshape's channel, aka Tactician. If you're watching this from his end, feel free to check out mine as well. And I will
Absolutely.
talk to you later.
See you next time, viewers, and goodbye. And stop recording.
Mm.
Thanks again, and